Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, I'm not entirely sure what kind of look I want to do for today's video, but what I do know is I want to give Madara's Skin Equal foundation another go. So I've had the other tester, I've done a video on this, and I had another sample, slightly different shade. I think the shade was better for me, but we'll see. And I just wanted to give it another go just to make sure that I did love it, so then I can kind of, if I wanted to repurchase a full size, I would do. I am doing a thing at the moment where I'm kind of one in, one out. So I'm trying to use up one of my Kosas BB Burst, probably more likely. I'm going to try and get that used up so then I can replace it with this instead. So that's how I'm trying to do my makeup at the moment. I'm using one up so I can add one to my collection if there is one that I want to try, that is. I'm not going to buy one for the sake of it. So yeah. So I know I'm going to play with this today just to make sure that I am happy with this foundation before I go ahead and purchase. And then in terms of the rest of it, I'm not sure. I've got my parents coming for lunch today, so it's not going to be like a super heavy look, quite a nice light look. I'm thinking potentially cool tones on the eyes, but we'll see how we get there. But I'm going to start with the base anyway, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to kick off with the Hello Sunday SPF 50 Glowing Illuminator Primer to go as my base. It's getting weird wearing trying that foundation again because I've been wearing the Madara foundation non-stop. So, but I think as winter and the colder months draw in, I'm going to go back to like try my liquids in between because I feel like they're going to last a little bit better than they do in the summer, as my mineral foundation lasts perfectly in the summer. And I tell you what, this week that's just gone, it's like the first week of September, it's definitely felt like summer's gone. Which is weird because usually beginning of September can be quite hot. Primer on. Let's go on this foundation. I'm going to use the Real Techniques sculpting brush. It's one of my favourites for liquid foundations. Okay, I can't rip it open like I did last time, so I'm just going to dip my brush in there instead. And we'll just go ahead and apply to the skin. Yeah, I remember saying that I think actually both this one and the Madara CC City Cream, which I have been wearing as well, kind of my no makeup days instead of the mineral foundation. Like I thought actually they kind of look nicer than the Kosas ones, hence why I want to retry this and then use up my Kosas one, in particular the BB Burst. I think the Revealer I do quite like, but the Kosas BB Burst. Now I've tried these two from Madara, I think I actually prefer these. So that's my plan. But let's just make sure I'm happy. Like I said, I don't think Rose Ivory the shade is. I think the one's Ivory. I just don't prefer, I just don't like pink undertones with foundation. I mean, I have a neutral, and like my skin tone's quite neutral, so I can get away with both really. But I do prefer the neutral to yellow toned foundations on me personally. Just changing brushes just to make sure everything is nice and blended in. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a gorgeous looking foundation. It definitely evens out the skin, hence why it's called Skin Equal foundation, but you can still see my freckles through it. Yes, my spots are still slightly showing through, but that's okay because I can go in with concealer. But it does look like a really beautiful foundation. Obviously it's very shiny at the moment. I think I mentioned before, my studio lights do make things look a bit more shiny than they are, but it is quite a glowy foundation anyway. I seem to remember that the Lilo Mineral Concealer worked really well with this, so I'll use it again. So I've got mine in Berry Beige. Use it on a Real Techniques setting brush. I'm just going to pop it round my nose where I get redness and under the eyes. Definitely gone ahead and applied way too much in this section here, but that's alright. We can sort that out. We'll add a teensy bit to the forehead, more just to kind of set just the centre bit really. Next up I am going to go with some bronzer, and I am going to take Lily Lo's Wakiki, and it's going to be the powder one just because I fancy it's going to help set a little bit further but give a nice glow. And actually I've been enjoying using my big kabuki brush. This is what I tend to use for the foundation. But actually it gives quite a nice soft finish with the bronzer as well. I don't want to go too heavy because I'm going to try, when it gets more to kind of winter time and even autumn, I do tend to reduce the amount of bronzer I wear. Okay, next up I'm going to RMS Beloved. I've really been loving this blusher. I think I'm going to leave it with highlighter just because this is a very glowy foundation anyway, so I might just skip that step for today. But it doesn't mean I don't love Afterglow because I really love that shade of highlighter. This blush is going to be great. It's going to be great for like summer and winter just because it's such like an actual natural looking flush to cheeks, because the colour kind of represents exactly what a flush would look like. So I feel it's going to be a great one for summer and winter. The skin portion down, like I said, I think I do still really like this foundation. It's very glowy, so like I said, actually I'd probably skip the glow primer next time but keep the mineral concealer. Yeah, this looks very skin-like on the skin, but covers what needs to be covered. Yes, I had to go in with a bit of extra concealer for my spots, but in terms of like redness, I think it covered really well. So we'll see how it goes, but I think that is going to be one I'm going to repurchase like a full size of. Okay, onto the eyes. So I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows quickly. ABH in Auburn. So onto the eyes, like I said, I think I'm going to do something cool toned, quite soft, I think heavy. So I think I'm going to play with the Vive palette, because it's been a while since I played with this. This is the 90s palette, which is all about the greys and the cool tones here. So I want to just do something super soft, maybe a pop of glitter. I'm thinking like a smoky lash line would be quite nice. Like I said, nothing too heavy for today because it's just an everyday look. So brushes, I need brushes. I'm going to start off with the shade Phase first. And I'm using my Bdellium Tools brush that I love. Fixing that up. Oh, eye primer. Mustn't forget eye primer. This is Lily Lolo's eye primer. I'm just going to quickly use my finger instead of finding the brush. Now we can go in with Phase. So I'm going to pop this on the outer portion and kind of start bringing it through the crease. I will blend it out properly in a minute. I'm going to add a bit of low rise now and just deepen up the outer portion ever so slightly. Same brush again. This time I won't go up into the crease, I'm literally going to focus this on the outer portion only. Okay, something like that. Now start actually, let's blend this out. Take the shade Skimp on a fluffy brush and just carefully blend out these edges. Okay, I'm going to take a pencil brush now. I'm going to take the shade Soot. And I'm going to run this along the lash line. Focusing mainly on the outer portion. Just add a little bit of smoke there. It'll also give my lashes a bit more volume at the end as well. I'll take my Bdellium's tool brush again, no extra product, whatever's left, just to kind of further blend out Soot and give a bit more of a softer smoke there. Okay, now I want to add some shimmer. And I'm tossing up between... I think I'm going to dial up and just do like a really nice wash of this. I'm going to use my finger and just gently dab across the inner portion of the lid. So it's not super shimmery, it gives it more wash and kind of what I feel like is more, like a bit more of an everyday sort of shimmer look, as opposed to the real blinding, which I prefer to do more for like going out in the evening stuff. Obviously prefer the blinding stuff in the daytime, go for it, but I think my personal preference is just a nice soft wash of shimmer. It just brightens that inner eye a little bit as well. I'll take the Dame Tools brush again, just to kind of make sure everything's still nice and blended at those edges. Okay, so something like that. I really like that. A nice, soft, subtle smoke. Perfect for an everyday look when you want a little bit of something extra, but nothing too harsh. And it's nice and cool toned as well, because like I said, I feel like I've done a lot of warm tones recently. So that's good. So I think I'm going to leave it there for the eyes. I like just, you know me, I like doing my upper lids only when it comes to like a soft everyday look. I think it looks really, like I said, soft, looks quite pretty. So yeah, so I'm going to load up my upper lashes mascara. Still going with the Kiko one. Feels like it's never ending, this one, which I guess is a good thing, because it's a good mascara, but I want to try and get onto some of my other mascaras. Okay, that is the eyes done. I really like how that looks, so now just lips left to do. Okay, keeping it very soft to fit with the theme, Benecost's lip liner in brown. I'm just going to do a soft lip line with this, nothing too like structured or sharp. And thin the lips slightly, just give it a little bit of colour. Something like that. And then top off with a gloss, and this is Peachy Keen by Lily Lolo. And this is the look complete. So like I said, firstly I wanted to play with Madara foundation again. I think it was a mistake putting the glow primer on underneath, but I will actually after this show you what it looks like in natural light, because these lights can make things look shinier and glowier than they actually are. But I think it looks really beautiful, really skin-like, and when it gets to colder months, all my oily T-zones kind of calmer in the winter, so it's something I can get away with a bit more then. I think it looks really pretty. I love the eyes and how soft they are as well. I'm glad I went for a cool tone route, because like I said, it's been a while. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any future requests down below. I'm thinking I'm going to start the autumn looks in the next makeup video I do, because I'm done. I want to go back to autumn looks. I love autumn, it's one of my favourite times of year. Don't get me wrong, I love summer, I love when it's beautiful weather. But just when it creeps the end of a season, I'm ready for the next season. So yeah, plenty of autumnal looks coming up soon. Let me know what kind of shades, colours you want to see. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'll show you my kind of natural light in a minute, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Okay, here I am in the natural light, and you can see instantly this is not as glowy as, or as oily as I looked in the previous lighting. I do see that is not as shiny as it made out to be. So yeah, I think it's a lovely foundation, as I said, and I think I will, once I finish the Kosas BB Burst, I think that's what I'm going to finish up. I've got this much left, and then I'm going to treat myself to this foundation, so very much a one in, one out. But yeah, I just really wanted to show you in natural light so that you weren't alarmed by the shine, because it's actually not that shiny. Obviously there is a nice glow, but it's not oily looking. So yeah, there you go.